Alright, so for today's video, I wanted to do an updated collection on my Halloween stuff. I am a big fan of this franchise, and I would just want to show you all the stuff that I've gotten for this franchise that I love so much, and with Halloween Ends finally out, might as well do an updated collection, and let's just get straight to it. So what better way to start off with a collection of Halloween stuff than with the immortal classic, the original. So let's just take a quick overview of all of my Halloween 1978 stuff, ranging from a lot of figures and other sorts of things. It's not a lot. I'm kind of a more newer collector. Yes, I know. I don't have much Halloween 78 stuff. I know I'm a fake fan, but you know, sometimes we all just gotta be a fake fan, you know. First things first, we are gonna start off with the Halloween 78 1/6 scale figure by Trick or Treat Studios, of course with the accessory set. As you can see, I already have the other coveralls on, and this is an amazing figure. I'd recommend picking this up. Not a bad price for the 6 scale figure. And here is the jack-o'-lantern that comes with it. Lights up. Got a nice little flickering effect. And yeah, he's a really nice piece. I'd recommend you get this if you don't have it already. Next up, we have 2 of these Funko Pops, you know, out of like the 20 million Michael Myers Pops that they've made. Because, you know, Funko just won't stop. Overall, I think if you're a Halloween fan, you should definitely have a couple of these in your collection. They really, you know, are a nice addition, even though they are Funko Pops, and you know, a lot of people have varying opinions on these things. For the movies, I have 2. I've got this Anchor Bay DVD. This is one of the older, or well, I guess technically one of the last releases by Anchor Bay. As you can see, right here is the newer logo that they used before they like went out of business or whatever happened to them. And of course, we have the Scream Factory 4K Ultra HD, which is probably the best way to watch this movie. Turn the camera over a little bit, we can see the 3 Fright Rags Halloween 78 figures, which consist of Linda, Michael Myers, and Laurie Strode. They have really nice art cards that resemble like the retro 80s mini action figures with these little blisters, and I think they just look really neat and look great on the wall along with your collection. Finally, for my Halloween 78 stuff, I have this vinyl record of the soundtrack right here. As you can see, Michael Myers is kind of lit up here in this like little rainy background. And then if we flip this around, we can see Michael stalking through the curtains, and we have Halloween Original Motion Picture Soundtrack 40th Anniversary Edition. We can see we have a track list of all the things here. And then we can actually open this up. And once we do open it up, we can see we have this darkly lit road and welcome to Haddonfield. Really neat sign. And then when you take this out of the art, we have this very beautiful, very nice looking vinyl, which is this nice orange color, which I do like. Obviously there's 2 different sides. That's side B, and here is side A. You can see you have all the tracks on which side it's on, but you can see music by John Carpenter. And there you go. That is all of my Halloween 78 stuff. Let's move on to Halloween 2. So probably the biggest part of my collection is my Halloween 2 stuff, and that's probably due to the fact that NECA won't stop releasing shit for Halloween 2. But overall, it's still nice to have this movie. It's a damn good movie, but here is a lot of there's a lot here. I can't even fit all of it on screen, so let's just get right to it. As we can see right here, right in the middle, we've got the Halloween 2 Deluxe Mask by Trick or Treat Studios. And down here to the bottom left, you can see we've got Dr. Loomis and Laurie, which is a retro cloth 2-pack by NECA. And down here on the right side, we've got Halloween 2, another Halloween 2 2-pack in the back behind the one in the front, which is Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers. And of course, the solo release of Michael Myers in Halloween 2 by NECA. We have the Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale Halloween 2 Deluxe figure. Really nice mold on the mask. I like the clothing or the different fabric they went with it. He comes with a multitude of weaponry to choose from, like the Elrod knife and of course the scalpel there and a hammer. And he comes with this cute little, well, it's not really cute, but this little jack-o'-lantern that can open up a little bit to reveal the skull inside. Be careful with this skull, by the way, PSA. If you don't open it, don't try to pry it open, because I made the mistake of breaking one of the pegs down there. I have to glue it back on, but yeah, just be mindful of this thing. It is pretty fragile, but it is a nice little piece, a nice little accessory for this figure. And moving right down here, we have this weird-looking plush by Rotofunny Kit or whatever the hell it's called. I really don't know, but there's the tag. Looks pretty strange, kind of looks like an alien. Moving up here, we've got NECA's Toony Terrors, both versions of it. We have the regular release and the bloody tiered release. Pretty cool if you're into that whole Scooby-Doo artsy cartoony vibe of these horror characters. And finally, for my Halloween 2 stuff, we've got the retro cloth Michael Myers with all of his nice little accessories, alternate blood tears mask, and this nice little art card. Now, for the releases I have for this movie, first we're going to start off with the Halloween 2 30th Anniversary Blu-ray, which was a big deal back in the day, apparently, when this was first released. And I kind of like it. I mean, the art's a little weird, but these beautiful releases, we also have included the original Scream Factory Blu-ray. One of the first things they actually released was Halloween 2 on this specific Blu-ray. Looks great. I like the art. And of course, that great 4K. The film will not look any better than this. It looks beautiful. Definitely pick the 4K up if you're looking to just get one of these. Releases that I own of Halloween 3, we've got the original release by Scream Factory, this Blu-ray that was released with the Halloween 2 Blu-ray. And we can see this is a really nice art. We can see Cochran, I think his name is, the guy who owns the Shamrock business. As you can see, he's up there, front and center, looming down over everyone else. We got the original poster art in the background with the trick-or-treaters walking on the hill. The original font, which looks nice. We've got Dr. Chalice here and there, you know, with his amazing mustache. And we've got the trick-or-treaters right here as well, and some suits, and of course the tagline, "The night no one comes home." Probably my favorite release that I own of this is this steelbook, and this steelbook looks absolutely incredible, and I will show you why right now. Scream Factory releases, when you open up the steelbook case, you can actually have this full artwork. And just look at this thing. You got some suits right here. You've got probably Cochran right here holding a Shamrock mask, a bunch of Shamrock masks. A familiar looking mask, if I do say so myself. We've got the trick-or-treaters watching the Magic Pumpkin for the giveaway at 9 o'clock. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's actually Cochran right there. Outside of the steelbook has this quote, "Watch the Magic Pumpkin. Watch. The giveaway's at 9 o'clock. And in case you were wondering, it is the Blu-ray, so yeah, it's not the 4K, but hey, it's still a beautiful looking steelbook if I do say so myself. Of course, one more time, the best way to watch this movie, which is pretty much all these releases of the 4Ks are visual eye candy. I also really love the artwork on this one. I just love the trick-or-treaters. You can see the Shamrock Factory in the background with all the TVs with the magic giveaways and Halloweens and whatever, in like 12 days or whatever. And you can see the back here has a nice uniform look with pretty much all the 4Ks. But you can see here, it looks really nice. Here we have the first 3 movies all lined up on here, but as you can see, I've already run out of space. So what do I do now? Well, the proper answer to this will just be moving to the floor. We move on down over here for Halloween 4. I also included Halloween 5 because it's not much really. We have the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 4 figure, 1/6 scale, 12 inches, which looks amazing. We have the 4K, probably the best looking Halloween film out of these 4K releases. We have the Anchor Bay Blu-ray, which I didn't know was a thing until recently, which looks okay. I'm not a big fan of the orange, but you know, it's an Anchor Bay Blu-ray. Like, how awesome is that? Next up is the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 5 1/6 scale figure, looking awesome as always, and the 4K for Halloween 5. So for the next 3 movies, I'm just gonna include them all in because it seems like Miramax only wants to release these 3 together and never solo by themselves. But here we can see we have Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 6, H2O, and Resurrection 1/6 scale figures. All look amazing. This is definitely my favorite out of the 3. And here we have, down here, here's all the movies that I own. First up we have the Halloween H2O stock VHS release, which looks absolutely incredible. As you can see, it is a real VHS tape. It's the only tape that I own of the franchise. I am looking forward to getting more releases. We have this Blu-ray, which is a triple feature, which is, of course, H2O, The Curse of Michael Myers and Resurrection. If you're looking to get a good deal, don't get this, because these transfers are not very good. They're not the best looking transfers, and you might as well have a good transfer when you're watching something like maybe Halloween Resurrection. Pretty basic and bland art, but I guess if you're really on a tight budget, this can work for you. And of course, we have the beautiful 4K Halloween collection, which is, of course, The Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, Resurrection, and these movies have never looked better. I think H2O or Halloween 6 is definitely the best looking they've ever been, and Resurrection got a crap ton of new special features that are definitely worth checking out. And we've also got the Halloween H2O Dimension Collector Series DVD, widescreen. This was a collection of random movies that Dimension liked, I guess. I really don't know, or movies that did well that Dimension released. But it does have the original artwork, and it looks pretty old school. It looks great. But that's pretty much all of the Miramax stuff that I own. And one last thing, I do own the posters for the 4K collection right here. Last thing, this is the only Rob Zombie Halloween merch I own. It's just the original Rob Zombie's Halloween on Blu-ray, 2-disc, unrated collector edition. It looks really nice. Kind of wish it was the original artwork, but this looks okay. But this is literally the only thing I own from Rob Zombie's Halloween. Sorry, Rob Zombie fans. Gonna have to get back to you on Rob Zombie Halloween stuff at a different time. Let's take a gander over at the Halloween 2018 stuff. So first up, we have the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 figure, and it is amazing. I love this figure. One of my favorites along this line of Trick or Treat Studios figures. And as we move down, we've got the NECA figures. We've got the Retro Cloth Halloween 2018 Michael Myers. Probably one of the first pieces I've owned as a collector. This is the NECA Halloween 2018 Laurie Strode action figure, ultimate figure. Looks pretty nice. I'd recommend picking her up. She looks really great next to these Michael Myers figures. And of course, we have the Halloween 2018 NECA figure. Then moving down over here, I have two releases of this movie. I have the standard Blu-ray, which it looks great. I do need to get the 4K because I do have the next two films on 4K. So this is definitely deserving of getting the 4K treatment. I need to pick that one up. And I have this pretty generic ass Walmart DVD that everyone was going crazy over, and now in retrospect, this thing sucks. I think for Halloween 2018, I do have this Body Knocker bobblehead from NECA, and that's it for all my Halloween 2018 stuff. Right. Second attempt for the Halloween kill stuff, I've got the Michael Myers NECA figure right here. Looks absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite Michael Myers figures. Kind of wish they did more films based off of Michael Myers, but you know, NECA doesn't want to do it, which is kind of unfortunate. So let's just move on to the Blu-rays or 4Ks. We've got the Best Buy Steelbook right here, which looks absolutely incredible. Probably one of my favorite Steelbooks. I love the Michael Myers is highlighted in red. All the blood splatters everywhere. That Halloween Kills like kind of has a scratchy font, which just looks rugged as hell, like how Michael is in the movie, which is really nice. And I've also got the standard release right here, which has a personalized signature by Aaron Armstrong, who made the shape in the flashback scenes, is also a stunt double for Michael Myers in Halloween Ends as well. He's also a stunt double in Halloween Kills and a stunt coordinator, I believe. But he did a really good job. He's a really cool guy. I'm glad I got to meet him at the convention I was at. But let's move on to Halloween Ends. And here we have the Halloween Ends mask by Trick or Treat Studios. I would like to get this rehauled one day, but I'll probably get another mask for that. And of course, we have this prop knife, which looks pretty cool. This is also by Trick or Treat Studios. I really like the damage or the rust that the knife suffered throughout the 4 years that Michael was, you know, sitting in that cave with Pennywise and all that fun jazz. So for my copies of this movie, I've got the Best Buy Steelbook, and this is another awesome Steelbook. I gotta get the 2018 Steelbook so I can complete this little trio right here, this little trilogy. David Gordon Green trilogy. It looks really nice, and we can see here on the other side, before I knock over the mask, Laurie's on the other side, and it looks absolutely incredible. And actually, inside of the case, I do have my theater tickets when I went to go see Halloween Ends. And do you remember when going to the movie theater and watching that movie? Remember when that kid, Jeremy, hit the floor? That was like, I felt like shook, like the whole theater just shook when he hit the ground. That shit was insane. That was such an amazing opening. But I'm not going to get too in depth with this movie because, if I share my opinion on this movie, I'm going to get crucified. But one last thing for Halloween Ends, I also have the standard 4K edition. I don't have the 4K alternate cover with like the buddy cop Laurie and Michael back-to-back artwork yet. That is a pretty funny poster art I do want to get. And one last thing I forgot to mention about Halloween Kills, I do have that shitty ass Walmart generic DVD slip for this movie. Miscellaneous stuff, real quick, some extra things. I have this extra Michael Myers knife that I picked up at Party City. This little mint candy container. I don't have the candies anymore, but I still have the container. I have this Halloween 2 cup that I never used or drank out of. I've got this energy drink that I never opened. I don't know. I don't even know why I have this, to be honest with you. I have this really cool Halloween cup with Michael Myers on the top. I guess in the front, excuse me. I got this for Christmas, and it looks absolutely insane, and I use this every day, and I love this cup a lot. Here's a 360 rotation. Yeah, there's all of my Halloween stuff, ranging from most of the movies. I don't have Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or anything. I do have one Rob Zombie's Halloween on Blu-ray, but you see I have Halloween 1 stuff all along with Halloween 2, which goes all the way around to here. Halloween 3 right there. And then coming down right here, we've got Halloween 4, Halloween 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the brand new trilogy, of course, with all that stuff going on. But that's all the stuff I've collected so far from the franchise. I hope to get more. I am a super fan. I'm a diehard fan. Can't wait for the next movie in a couple of years. The next reboot, whatever the hell it is, I'm gonna watch it. Maybe a new video game would be nice, but yeah, there's everything. All right, well, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video when I make one in another 7 months.